Monaco, yeah, works better, right? So also casinos, also marinas, right? Marinas develop golf courses, huge amount of villas we're building here. Like if you come to Bali, the most sold property there is a one-bedroom villa. Will you actually find a one-bedroom villa here? No, only three-bedroom. Even two-bedroom is complicated to find. Three-bedroom is a lot, like five-bedroom, six-bedroom, some projects 7, 8, 10. So wealthier and wealthier people come to Phuket and stay here, especially in Bang Tao area. Especially in Bang Tao area. This is that Monaco, yeah, Monte Carlo. So let's continue. So 2020, hotel occupancy rate reached 79%. And in December, in general, so we have a seasonal factor here. Yeah. So normally you have to understand that half of the year, most of the properties are just like 50% occupied. But in general, like it's now approximately 70, 75 year round. So it's a very high and cool occupancy rate. If you compare it to Europe, to European resorts, or I can compare it to Russian resorts or to Dubai, for example. Nobody comes to Dubai when it's plus 50. That's a crazy temperature. Yeah. So they have high season, but it's when I was the last time I was in Oman, it was November, which is supposed to be like almost a high season. The temperature is plus 39. It was not really it's not healthy to stay outside when the temperature is that high. So if we can compare it to Europe, so nobody would actually get this idea to go to a Riviera somewhere like France, Italy, like in the winter time. It's like really freezing cold sometimes because there is no heaters, nothing that they use in the Mediterranean, right? So they stay like mostly empty. So here it's a little bit different. So 77 in the world statistics is very high occupancy rate. And even mentioning there is high and low season, yeah, it's a little bit seasonal. But you still can swim, you can still use and all the facilities and do whatever activities. You can still the same. So the climate is really, really welcoming. So and that's a good influence and good factor that will persuade your client to buy. So the occupancy rate, so good for our investors. All right. Yeah, so even the domestic tourism in Thailand is growing, yeah, towards Phuket. So it's also a good factor because it's not just the outsider market, not only the international market. It's also the inner market as well. And especially if we talk about the resales, etc. So what I mentioned before, stable economy, more and more locals get richer and want to afford and become able to afford what previously had been, absolutely unreachable for them. Okay. Also, a good factor you can imagine, imagine in 5 years, in 6 years, they will get more rich and will buy it from you, the properties which you buy now. So the number of international flights, it's direct international flights as well. Not so many from Europe as it was before, but still it's direct flights to Thailand. Now approximately 40 countries. You can travel directly from here to many, many countries, which is really, really convenient. And especially keeping in mind that Thailand is in between huge centers of the area of the region, as Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Hong Kong, Jakarta, and Indian huge cities as Calcutta and others. Okay, so all direct flights from any place, and it's huge economic centers driving the entire area here. So very important to know. Well, so the goal for the next 5 years to reach 80 million. Now 40. 80 million, yeah, and to get in top 3 visited countries in the world. All right. So what are the infrastructural measures that the Thai government considers to actually confirm, to back this idea and to reach this strategic goal? So it's extension of the old airport. It's the reconstruction of the old international terminal. I don't know if you heard these news or not. It's coming. Opening a new runway, opening a new airport in Panga. It's already confirmed. In Panga.
Extension and underground.
Exactly, road extensions. Yeah, so a tunnel that will solve out the problem of traffic jams. Paved roads to shorten. There will be a cut here in Bangtao that will solve out the problems of the traffic jams. Direct road for the transit transportation from the airport to Kamala and Patong, because now all the traffic goes through Bangtao. Bangtao is the most now sold district of the island, and the most infrastructurally developed, and I would say the most developing here on the island right now.
Is it Boat Avenue?
Boat Avenue, yeah, and yeah, New Boat Avenue. The reconstruction, or not the reconstruction, it's like the new embankment is called the pathway, yeah. So the beach pathway and the park in the Layan area. The most essential project just approved as well. So you should know some projects like this that will tell your client, look, you start, from the general, and then you narrow the funnel down to sell a particular layout in a particular project. Yeah, this is the goal. So when you say about road extension, creation of the first railway line also confirmed. So don't forget to say that that will have a huge impact on the price increase here. Okay, so eventually, yeah, these infrastructural projects, they will have a huge impact. Gambling zone, we discussed creation of an international medical hub. Did you hear anything of this program?
So is coming here,
Did you know?
which is one of the best hospitals.
Bangkok Hospital, yeah, and one more is opening. What's the name?
It's called Bandrumat.
Bandrumat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you know that a lot of people here in Asia come here for the plastic surgeries? It's one of the biggest hubs, actually. So there is a special visa for them, that they can come using the medical visa for that purpose. It's required. So Phuket Medical Hub. So people come here for a hub, retreat. There is a lot of wellness centers. If you heard of Eden, Gardens of Eden, you will go there. It's one of the projects in our list. They are creating the biggest wellness resort in Asia. Swiss clinics come here, so opening branches. So medical tourism, it attracts a lot of wealthy tourists. It's something that actually Phuket will become famous for. A lot of wealthy tourists come here and expats. So, and the infrastructure is being created for this type of tourists, for wealthier, high-end visitors. International schools, top programs, wherever you like. You can imagine that sometimes you need to wait a year or two that your kid started schooling. Yeah, so the studying at schools like Head Start, for example. We have clients who bought a project that is now managed by the director of Head Start. Just that their kids could get to that school skipping the line. Okay, even such deals happen here.
Good idea.
Yeah. They sold out everything for just few months. Like 50, like if you come out, you see their project on the hill. Availability of brands, that's what we already discussed. Yeah, so it is really super cool that you can, there is Starbucks here, McDonald's here, even we don't discuss like high-end luxury goods. Yeah, so it's all there. So you know all the time, you don't feel confused, you know where to go and what to buy. They're all trustworthy. And all the deliveries, banking system, we can also add it here. So it's all trustworthy and that's good. Good quality, really. And not like in Germany, you know, when it's all offline. But not as good as in Russia. Russia is top one in the services. You won't find any services better than in Russia. Which sounds strange for some of you, I'm sure. But it's true.
300 times.
Right. So EDC Festival. So there are different international events, yeah, developing here. I'm sure there will be more. So now Formula One is coming to Thailand. Bangkok will be one of the places where Formula One comes. EDC Festival, 300,000 visitors. It was here in Bangtao as well. Did you go?
I was told to avoid the area.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So boat shows, yeah, marinas of different kind. Biennale, that's an art exhibition also. So different international events, I'm sure will be more. That's a strategy again, guys. It's a strategy. So if there's something strategical, when your client asks, okay, so if they change their mind in a year or two, look how much of everything that they packed and all to reach these levels. Do you really think that they will ever go away? Yeah, or go back? No, never go back. So safety index, that's we've already discussed. Low, or I'm sorry, I see this, I need to get rid of this, sorry. Yeah, so low level of crime. Billionaires, here are three examples. Alan Zeman, the most famous, I think, with Andara project, promotes Phuket a lot. Two, three more, yep, here. So what is important? If there are billionaires, millionaires living here, they invest here as well. So it makes the development of the area here of this island faster. Okay, new projects appear, new restaurants open, a lot of investments come just because those who can invest, the capital is already here, and it attracts a lot. We didn't mention here different stars like Leonardo DiCaprio, or I don't know, whoever else who come here time to time. There are those who live here, yeah. So mention this too, so it can stimulate some people make this decision. So if those who have billions, they can live wherever, in Monaco, okay, in Singapore, any place in the world, or private island, but they choose Phuket. So it makes sense, right? So it means something. So now the market. You can see how the average price per square meter has grown since 2021. It's the COVID after the country opened their borders. And in general, if we actually extended this chart, I think we should, you would have seen that it's also a lineal growth of the capital. So what it means? So it means that even though you buy here a secondary market property, with time, it will be adding approximately like from 3 to 5% a year, okay, in the capital gain, in the capital growth. So the market is pretty safe for investing, and it shows you this. This is the demand. This is the demand according to our company. So that's how much we sell. So we sell over 50% of all units in Bangtao. So actually, when the presentation was done, it was approximately 50%. Now it's even higher. So it's even more.